Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Mubin. I'm a student of English language and literature, and today I'm going to make a video about how to remove hesitation. You know, we are all who are very interested to learn a foreign language, and when it comes to us that we have to speak in front of other people or a group of people, and we find no words and our mind and brain become empty, and we feel very uneasiness, uncomfortable, and hesitate. So hesitation is a very big problem for the beginner who are right now in a basic level in English. So every people face this problem when are learning this language. So I'm gonna give you some great tips and tricks how to remove hesitation in speaking English in front of other people. And the way I'm removing this problem, I'm gonna tell this way. How can you remove also? So, first of all, I would say you that you should practice a lot. Practice, practice, practice. If you want to become very confident and professional and natural in speaking in English, you have to practice a lot. It requires practice, hard work. You know, I've just finished my spoken course just 2 months ago. When I admitted this course, I find it very difficult for myself to speak other people. And in this classroom, and this when I go went to my classroom, I find it very difficult for myself to speak in front of other people. There is a lot of students, and I'm thinking that if I make mistakes, maybe people would mock at me, laugh at me. I was very nervous, but I was very optimistic about myself that if I make mistakes, it doesn't matter. I don't care. You have to uh, be very confident. It's natural. Everyone making mistakes. Who are right now very advanced in English, very fluent, natural in English. Once when they were learning English and they find it difficult for the first time, and they were also beginner, and they face the problem also like us. So everyone have to face this problem. So the first thing I would say, you should practice a lot. And how can you practice? I'm gonna give you some tips. How can you practice? You need a partner, and you have to choose a person who are very interested to speak English, who are really want to remove his hesitation also. And if you both are very interested, one day, inshallah, you will get your better version of yourself. And you can also practice by some apps that provides you foreigners to speak with them, like especially from English speaking countries, UK, USA, Canada, Australia. You can speak with them. First time you will find it very difficult for you, and no matter how difficult it, you have to face it if you want to become a very fluent in English. And right now I'm in beginner level. I'm making some mistakes, I know. When first time I went to English speaking course, I find it very difficult. And some days after, I become very fluent, and not very fluent. I become very confident. I know I'm making some mistakes, but I'm continuing my practice. And when the teacher asked students who were uh, interested to speak willingly in front of everyone, I know, and I will make mistakes, but I raise my hand and told the teacher that, sir, I would like to talk in front of everyone. So the teacher give me a chance to speak to in front of every student. When I go to the stage, I feel very hesitate, uneasiness. I don't know how to say, what to say. But I'm reminding myself in my mind that I have to say, I have to remove this. It is my problem, and if I don't do it, maybe there is no day in my life will come that I'm very fluent and natural in speaking. So I have to remove it. And when I become fluent, beginner, fluent, and I'm making mistakes, and some students start to follow me that I'm very confident, I'm very fluent in English. Although I know I'm making mistakes, my speaking is not very advanced, but I'm trying to do so. So some students who are also in this course, they ask me how can we remove the hesitation. So uh, I told them what's their problem, and they told me that their problem is when they try to speak, they feel uneasiness, uncomfortable, and I told them that what is your problem, why you feel uneasiness, uncomfortable. So they told me that uh, we don't know, our hands and body become very cold, and we don't find word what to say if people mock at me, laugh at me. uh, so I told them, if you think about people, what to say, and what people will say to you, uh, then yeah, there is no day you will come in your life that you are very fluent. uh, Everyone make mistakes, and also they told me that if we make mistakes, people will laugh at me, laugh at us. So and I told them that no, 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 you should speak, at least speaks a word, two word, two sentence, three sentence, and it's natural. Everyone makes mistakes. So uh, first time it's very natural. You will make mistakes. Everyone make mistakes. Even in if you go in English speaking countries, like when we were kid, we were a kid and child, and we don't know how to speak in Bangla. We make some mistakes. When when we were grew up in 5 years old, 7 year old, 3 years old, uh, we I spoke 2 words, 3 words in Bangla, and then when we grew up in 12 years old, 9 years old, we became very fluent in English, in speaking English. If you become very fluent, if you want to learn, if you want to learn how to speak well, better, if you want to get your better version of speaking English, you have to become a kid. Like uh, you have to memorize words, vocabulary, phrases. You have to set a goals that you are learning every day at least 10 phrases, 10 words, and gradually you will become fluent, and your speaking level will develop. So the next thing I would say, it is very important, confident. If you want to become fluent, you have to be confident. Make mistakes, learn from them, don't regret. It's my advice. Not my advice. I've learned from so many great teachers, and this is the best way to remove hesitation, uneasiness, uncomfortable. When teacher whenever a teacher asks you to come to stage and talk to other people, and or answers other people question, you should go. You should go, and you should answer it. Maybe you will make mistakes. You will make wrong in your pronunciation, speaking, uh, in everything, but you are in the process. And yeah, one thing you should remember always, that practice makes man perfect. This is universal truth, I think. and you have to be very confident. Confidence is a great thing for everyone. If you are confident in uh, any situation, in any work, any kinds of course, if you are confident, it's I'm 200% uh, sure that you are gonna achieve it. So learning a foreign language, it's a goal. It's a great thing, especially I think English. English is an international language, and you have to speak. You have to know how to speak with other people. Um, like if you are a student, you have to know it. If you are wanted to, if you want to go in a Western country for higher study, it must for you to learn how to communicate uh, in English with these countries people, because you have to live there and you have to manage all the things by speaking English, and your mother tongue is not